Brain and Body Recovery Center, and I'm here with Pattie. Pattie is a patient in our office, and she's been here for about 10 weeks so far, and we've done some really great work with her. And we're going to talk about what her story is around developing her Parkinson's and where she's going from here. Okay, so here's Pattie.
Hello, everybody. To be honest with you, it's been a long, arduous ride, because in the beginning, when I started with my pain, it was in my lower back and my sciatica. Having had an injury like that before, I started to treat myself. I'm a nurse, so I have some knowledge of some things. I don't profess to know it all, which is why I'm here with Dr. Joe. However, when physical therapy actually made it worse, I went back to the doctors. I had an MRI. It was suggested that I have spinal shots, which I went through 5 rounds of spinal shots with no help. At that point in time, I was still being told that I had a pinched nerve somewhere because my symptoms were appearing. They showed up like it was a pinched nerve. Being a nurse and wanting to get to the bottom of the things right now, I went and started to make appointments with neurosurgeons, neurologists, cardiovascular surgeons, rheumatologists, just trying to find out what the cause was so I could fix it, because that's what nurses do. You go, and doctors, you go and you find the cause, and then you make a plan to fix it. Unfortunately, having gone through 23 physicians and having not one physician say that they knew what was going on, I just kept, I should say my daughter kept researching. You have this, Mom, you have that, you have this, you have that. All my symptoms are a little bit of everything. I wanted to say something very important and it slipped my mind.
Okay. Well, just keep going with the flow,
It'll
and
come
if
back.
it comes back to you, right? So we ended up here, right?
Oh, yes, that's
We ended
exactly
up
what I
in my
wanted to say.
office, and it was like a shot in the dark.
Well, a friend of yours is a friend of mine.
Mm-hmm.
I worked with her as a nurse at the hospital that we worked together. And I, by chance, ran into her at a friend of ours' son's funeral. She saw me looking completely different.
Mm-hmm.
She handed me your card. She said, Pattie, trust me. He will fix you.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, at this point, what have I got to lose? Had no idea that you were a chiropractor, had no idea that you were a functional neurologist. I just told my daughter and my sister, can you get me here?
Mm-hmm.
That's how despondent I was. I think you remember when I walked in your office.
Walked in. So I am lucky 23, number 23 doctor, right?
Correct.
So yes,
And
I'm really lucky to have her in the office.
I looked him dead in the eye and I said, so what do you think I have? His response to me was, I'm not about diagnoses. I'm about assessing your problems and fixing your symptoms. I looked at my sister, who was also a registered nurse and married to a doctor, and we said, oh, here we come. We said yes, and I started right that minute. And I've been a changed person ever since. Half of my pain, more than half of my pain is gone. I'm using a lot less pain medication. I'm enjoying life much more than I thought I would be.
Mm-hmm.
In the medical profession, maybe not doctors, but nurses, when patients are very sick, we usually say they're twirling the drain. That's where I thought I was. I thought my life was over. But it isn't.
It isn't. No, life's not over. It's the recovery process is really healing. It's very healing. And what I look for first, especially with Pattie, was the facial expression coming back. I always look for a patient's facial expressions, where they come in, they're smiling, they have visual focus, they're focusing with their eyes on you, and then they can really start having conversations beyond like just telling me how much pain they've been in and how much they weren't doing anything. You start to see that their life changes because they do a little bit more. Family and friends start noticing an attitude change.
Absolutely.
So more like an attitude change more than anything else, right?
Definitely attitude, because without a good attitude, nothing else is there. But when I look in the mirror, I do see my old self. My grandkids see me as my old self, and I can't wait to continue.
Yeah, and I can't wait to see more of her old self. And it's it's always a gift, right? When a patient comes in, and I'll talk about this on every video, that when the person comes in, it's their courage that gets them better.
Courage?
Your courage, yes. Okay.
Guess I have courage.
You have courage. You have a lot of courage. Okay. And so we're grateful that Pattie's in the office, and she's moving forward. She's recovering, and it's working. So let's continue to get it to work.
It's working.
Thanks very much. Everybody have a great day.